DreAllDay.com.
How much of a risk are you willing to take in life with yourself, with your reputation, with your name, with your money? How much of a risk are you willing to take? I'm going to tell y'all something that I know to be true. Listen, I know I talk work on your game all the time. Work on your game, be dedicated, be disciplined, show up, do what you're supposed to do every single day. Listen, I've been doing that for years, and let me tell you something. All the biggest leaps, the biggest gains, the times where I most fast-forwarded my progress, like went from where I was to a whole new level in a short period of time, every time it wasn't because of my skill, it wasn't because of my talent, it wasn't because of timing, it wasn't because of a relationship that I had with anybody. Every single time that happened, let me tell you what it was a result of. Me taking a risk, me putting myself at risk, me taking some type of chance that could possibly have failed, something that could have maybe made me look bad, maybe cost me some money, cost me a whole lot of time, cost me my reputation, maybe cost me some relationships. I took risks in those situations, and then I worked like hell to make sure those risks worked out, make sure they turned out the way they were supposed to. And every time that happened, my life went into fast forward mode. I went to a whole nother level from where I was to where I got to in such a short period of time. It couldn't have just been skill. It couldn't have just been dedication and work and doing it every single day. And yes, I'm not telling you that doesn't matter. I'm telling you it does matter. You got to show up, do the work every day, be dedicated, be disciplined, do all the stuff that I talk about here all the time. But you still, on top of that, you still got to be willing to take a risk at some point. At some point, you got to jump out of the plane with no parachute. At some point, you got to jump off the roof. At some point, you got to jump into the deep end of the pool and not even know how to swim. At some point, you got to commit yourself to doing something that you have no idea how you're going to do it. You're going to tell somebody, I'm committed, I'm going to do that. And you ain't got the time to do it. You don't have the energy. You don't have the skill. You don't have the people. You ain't got the money. But you commit to it anyway. And then you work like hell to figure that shit out and make it work. That's the type of risks you got to be willing to take. Until you start taking those risks, don't say that you're doing all the work and you're doing it every day and you're disciplined and you're not getting the result. You ain't supposed to get the result because you haven't taken a risk yet. You got to jump off. At some point, you got to jump off that cliff, looking down at those rocks and figure out in the air how you want to land and survive. Work on your game.